They ain't made me what I am, they just found me like this. I was ready. I've been ready since my dad used to tell me he would come into the house to get me. He ain't show up. Valuable lesson, man, I had to grow up. That's why I never ask for help. I do it for you and do it for myself. I go 0 to 100 real quick. Real quick. Whole squad on that real. 0 to 100 real quick. Real quick. Real quick. 0 to 100 real quick. Real quick. Whole squad on that real. 0 to 100 real quick. Real quick. Real quick. Yeah. The other night, lavishly told me that I'm all these people listen to. She said they love me unconditional. Imagine how I feel to watch another at the top. You know that if you wasn't you, you would be dissing you, dog. Damn. Okay, from that perspective, I see what you talking about. No way to soften that. Cause me, I was trying to find out where I lost them at, but maybe I ain't lose them at all. Maybe I keep moving forward and they're just stagnant, they ain't moving at all. But when they need a favor, who do they call? Maybe I'm searching for the problems, asking what was said and who was involved. Too focused on people's feedback and proving them wrong. They say the shoe can always fit no matter who for the song. These days feel like I'm squeezing in them. Whoever won before just wasn't thinking big enough, I'm about to leave them with them. Cause if I run the game in these, man, the seams are splitting. No pun intended, but they smelling defeat in the air. Headed where nobody took it, who meeted me there? They tell him that he talking crazy, but he doesn't care. Being humble don't work as well as being aware. Listen up, boy, you better off eavesdropping. We already got spring 2015 popping. P&D dropping, reps of P dropping, Magic Jordan dropping, Obi dropping, not to mention me dropping. Feel like we paid the refs off, man, we fixed the game. Me and Noel been at it before. Been on the move like the lease is up. And I can't even name one person that's keeping up. Damn, how I was in the past tense. Ask yourself, how do we...
EA Sports in the National Football League welcome you to Acrisure Stadium here in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's our visitors and the Pittsburgh Steelers. With my partner, Greg Olson, I'm Mike Tirico. We are just about set to kick it off. Off we go from Pittsburgh. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
First down and 10. 26-yard line.
We go three tight ends here on 1st and 10.
Deputy Cougar 19, go!
And a strong start on the ground. He'll get 7 on the game's first play.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Okay,
Here's a 2nd and 3 from the 33.
ready? Ready, ready.
They'll stick with him again. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10. That's enough for a first down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And they can continue to generate these big explosive runs. I don't think they need to go away from it.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Checking it down, this one is caught. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. They get 19 on that pass play. And that will be a first down.
At the 40-yard line.
Here we go. Set. Next.
Here's Wilson. And he'll be taken down. They got it. Back at the 50-yard line.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
That one swung out wide to Walker. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up
Ready.
And they'll only get a couple on this one, so the defense holds, and it brings up fourth down.
a 2-yard gain. It's fourth down.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on fourth and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away.
So the offense found themselves in a little bit of no man's land. They were too far for a field goal attempt, but too close to attempt to punt. So they decided to be aggressive early and go for it on fourth down. But it was the defense that turned them away with a huge stop to start this game.
A terrific run there, all the way down to the 30-yard line. How about 25 yards to start the drive? First down.
I think this is something that we can expect to see here, especially early, Mike, as this team gets into a rhythm. They want to lean on this run game. They feel like they have a lot of advantages over this defense, and you can see from the first play here why they feel that way.
Ready.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Out to his right, escaping the danger, throwing and completing. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Third down, 3 to go.
Ready.
He'll drop to throw. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
18-yard line.
Let's go now. Hut.
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. And the Steelers are going to have first and goal. Tackle made at about the 5-yard line.
That's another Steelers first down.
Ready.
First and
Ready.
goal
Ready.
at the
Yellow.
5-yard
22.
line.
Set.
Here's a run. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. That's his first touchdown of the new year. The extra point, up and good. And the Steelers will take a 7-0 lead. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. We'll see a return here from his own end zone. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this opening quarter. So after one, 7-0 is our score. And we're back to the Steel City after this.
Bronco 80. Ready. Viking 18.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Flush to his right. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down.
All these defensive linemen, I promise you, they all want sacks. That is how you get paid. That is how you make your name. But it's also the other plays where you can affect the quarterback. Can you make them feel uncomfortable? Or in this case, you don't get the sack, but it was the hit that's able to alter the pass to fall incomplete.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Let's go. Bronco 80.
Out of the gun, it's Wilson. And he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you know what that tells you, Mike? The decision to go for it on fourth down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a fourth and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this fourth down.
That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on fourth and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. Hut, hut.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Rolling right. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete.
It's just a matter of time. I don't care how good you are or how good a hand you have. You are going to drop passes. It is inevitable in the NFL. But it's the guys that don't let one drop pass lead to two. They have the ability to put it behind them, move forward, and now you can't wait for that next ball to be thrown their way. These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
Set. Ready. Black. 95. Set.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. Moving to his right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. A gain there of 11. That's a Steeler first down.
You just can't ask for better protection than that, especially on third down. Clean pocket, tons of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. And at this level, if you give quarterbacks that amount of time, chances are they're going to find somebody downfield.
He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. Give him 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down.
Here we go. Ready.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. And he's going to take it into the end zone. It's a touchdown. There is a penalty marker down, but it looks like this one's going to hold up. On for the extra point is Boswell. He knocks it through. And the Steelers move out on top, 14-0. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. This will be returned from the 2. And He'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Forced to his right, taking the deep shot for Smith-N-Jigba. A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line. A big play to kick off this drive. 41 yards.
And the Rio first down.
Tag. 60 Bison. 6, go.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. He'll get this complete to Walker. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Well, has been the case this entire 1st half. It's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
It's 3rd and 4.
Let's go now.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Exiting the pocket right. That is brought in at the 10. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. What an important sequence this is, trying to get one of those scores back before halftime in a great spot. 1st down and goal. That is caught by the tight end. Touchdown, Rio. The kicking team off for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Blues are on the board. It's now 14-7. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. We'll go ahead and just seed the touchback here. This ball over the back line. It'll come out to the 35.
Okay, ready? Ready. 45 seconds.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. He finds Austin with the grab.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Here's 2nd and 3 to go.
Ready. Set.
Back to throw. There's a short one caught by Freiermuth. And they'll pick up the 1st down, a gain of about 4.
And that 1st down was huge for this offense. Now they can take a deep breath, focus on trying to put a late scoring drive together before we hit the halftime break.
Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick-6 for touchdown. Well, the guy playing center field, the guy back there watching it all, had all the eyes on him, takes the interception, and goes all the way, Greg, for a very impressive touchdown.
Yeah, Mike, and I just think the quarterback just locked in on his receiver the entire way. And as you said, that center fielder sitting back there, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes, and once he got his hands on that ball, it was nothing but green grass the other way for the pick-6.
35-yard line.
Got it. Let's go. Red 38. Ready.
Right back to the air following that pick-6. A throw on the move is caught. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts. Clock is stopped for 26 seconds until the break.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Black set.
from the 50. He'll set him to throw. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. The defense has got it. One of those exciting moments in a football game. There is a turnover and a fumble, and all of a sudden the guys who were on defense, they're starting to think like offensive players, Greg. They really wanted to take that back the other way.
And I think for that offense, they're fortunate that didn't lead to a touchdown, because for a minute, I thought the defender was going to take it all the way back. But either way, winds up with a pretty nice return, and his offense is in great position.
And he did a pretty good job there to get back to the line of scrimmage as he's chased out of bounds.
That's a lot of work for no gain. You risk taking a shot there if you're the quarterback the longer you hold on to the ball. But there was nothing there. Good job to the defense shutting that one down.
On second down, here's Wilson. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
10 yards to go.
3rd and 10.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, Wilson. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. Both teams look good on the offensive side in the first half. Will it carry over? We're about to find out. Second half is underway. And this one sent all the way over the back line. No thought of putting this in the landing area. So it'll come out per the new rule to the 35-yard line.
Cross steal. Set, ready, set.
The third quarter begins with a run. A nice pickup moving it across the 40. We'll give him 6 on that play.
Brought down at the 42-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Ready.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 3.
Here we go. Ready.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track, because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
On the set.
Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Set. Blue. Set.
He'll look to throw. He'll get this one complete to Brown. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
That's good for us Steelers. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
45-yard line. A 6-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 4.
Here we go. Set. Yellow.
They'll look to throw. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down.
Brings up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding him to just a short game.
And he will have the Steelers 1st down. At least at first glance, they'll spot the football just beyond the marker, and they convert on 3rd and inches.
Okay, Frank. Down. Hut.
And he'll get about 5.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 5.
Come on. Set. Set.
Now, faking the give. And that one is complete along the boundary. Good job of getting those feet in bounds.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
They'll try to hit him with a screen. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Set, hunt. 52 blue. Ready?
He'll drop to throw. Forced out wide, and they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
Through the first half, it was clear. This pass protection, this offensive line unit, they were clearly up for the challenge. The pass rush was non-existent. But here in the second half, you can sense a little bit more urgency. You can see them start playing with a little more speed and intensity, and it pays off there with their first sack of the day.
He'll get this into the hands of his running back. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. It's a gain of 29, and it's first and goal.
Here we ready.
Now give on the ground, and he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. His second TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. Boswell now for the extra point. He's got it, and the Steelers have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. Boswell now following the touchdown, back out to kick this one off. And he's going to bring it out from the middle of the end zone. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
On first down, Wilson flush to his right. He keeps it himself. The ball comes out. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds, so possession does not change hands. Ball on the 40 now. Here's second down and 5. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So third down forthcoming.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up third and 2.
So 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here is a big one. Third down and 2. Now Wilson. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down. Out of the gun, it's Wilson. Moving outside the pocket. Now he takes off.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short gain.
From the 48-yard line, here's second and 8.
Ready?
Now a throw here. It's backwards. He might be looking to throw this. Big play coming up. This is third down. Wilson. He's going to air this one out. That's caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Blues. That his second TD catch of the season. The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the fourth quarter. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted, What's in store in the remaining time? Now, Watkins on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field.
Ready, ready.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. This is intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see. Can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
Bronco 80.
On the toss, they'll run. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. A gain of 17 to the 17-yard line.
That's a heck of a run right here, Mike. Tie game, fourth quarter. Everything's on the line. Can you win in the trenches? Can the threat of that run continue to bounce off the pass? And that's a big gain there as they try to go take this lead.
He'll be taken down, but just like that, they are in business. It's first and goal.
Let's go. Steady.
Walker. Trying to push forward, but only a yard down to the 2.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying.
A second effort, and he is in. Touchdown, Rio. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the fourth quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now that pressure shifts to your defense, your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
Now, Watkins on the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
Steal. Check steal.
Drive will start on the ground. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. It's a nice start to the drive, a gain of 10, and a quick first down. So, first and 10 here now at the 38.
Slide through. 50. Green. Ready.
Now they'll set up to throw. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
They'll come up for 2nd and 9.
Here we go. 6. Mega. Ready?
They'll drop to throw. Into space at the 45. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
All right, this is a good start. Plays like these are definitely going to help as you work your way into scoring range. While you have to be wary of the clock and keep an eye on it, they should have plenty of time here to finish this drive.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. Double as good there. They get the first down and save a timeout.
Right?
First down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Blaster. 6. 60 red. 60 red. Ready?
They'll look to throw again. That's to the left side and taken in by Jefferson.
So he makes his first catch of the day, and even though it doesn't look like much, Mike, sometimes those are the touches that you can build off of. You know, it's like in basketball, what they say, sometimes you just need to see the ball go through the hoop.
Here we go. Black 40.
They'll look to throw yet again. This one grabbed by Austin. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Come on, set. Set.
They'll keep it on the ground. But he goes nowhere. Call doesn't pan out. It's going to bring up 4th down.
If you send your field goal unit on the field, Mike, it gives you a chance to chip away at this deficit. But I think I'm keeping my offense on the field. I'm going to one of my critical plays on my call sheet. Keep this drive alive. The hope is to come away with 6.
And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. So wind up a turnover on downs.
So you roll the dice on offense and you fail. But now you can't give up. Your defense has to go out there and get a stop. You have all 3 timeouts. You have time to get the ball back one more time on offense. So now your defense needs to answer the bell and give your offense one more shot. So the defense comes out in a cover 2 shell. And what that means, Mike, is the 2 safeties are going to split the field in half. One guy has one half, and the other guy has the other. There are abilities.
Oh, do you believe it? It's intercepted. And he's going to be looking at a short field for the offense after the INT. Chance to tie the game or even take the lead.
This is just the last thing you can afford to do, especially in this situation, Mike. There's just no need to force the ball. You're playing with a lead. It's late in the game, and I know he's got a lot of confidence in his arm, and he thinks he can get away with it, but that decision, it proves to be costly.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Firing right side, brought in by Brown. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts. They stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Back to throw. On the run to the right. Pass downfield is caught by Brown. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line.
4 yards. And the Steelers first down.
Now, first and goal.
Set, ready, cut.
They'll throw out of the gun. And it's a touchdown. They have gotten to within 1. And a 2-point conversion can give them the lead here in the final minute.
Mike, I know everyone has their opinions about whether to kick it or go for 2, but me, my honest opinion is I don't even think there's a decision to be made. I'm keeping my offense on the field.
And he'll get in. An incredible gutsy call. Pays off. They've taken the lead by 1. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. And no return here. This is a touchback. They'll come up for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
On 2nd down, Wilson. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just 1 more play.
The game is there for the taking. They control their own destiny, but this brings up a really big third down here. But remember, they don't have to force it and push the ball past the sticks. Even if they come up short, they still have fourth down in their back pocket to try to extend this drive and see if they can pull out the win here late.
Here we go. One final play. Oh, and a crusher there. He can't get a throwaway, and he's taken down. So this one in the win column for the Steelers. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. In the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That's the difference in this one. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Steelers, winners, as we say so long from the confluence of the Three Rivers in Pittsburgh.
I just wanna rock. Body of the yard.
Damn.
MC, make another hit.
This ain't what you want.
Project
This ain't what you want. This ain't what you want. 1600 block. I just wanna rock. I just wanna. I just wanna rock. Body out of ya. Shorty got.